Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra September 25, 2024. The Sun has just begun visiting a playful, creative sector of your solar chart, and will light up this area until October. This cycle reminds you to connect with your inner child and awakens your desire to create, share, and express yourself. Your focus shifts to more creative and entertaining pastimes, romance, or sport. You're likely to feel a little lighter, freer, and happier. Whatever you do now has a unique flair, and your emotional life is especially colorful. It's a smooth, supportive cycle. If you've been working too hard or thinking too much, this is a time to find ways to let go of stress and to add more playful or creative activities to your life. Making time for recreation is important now, although it may very well come to you naturally. Today, news or conversations can be freeing and eye-opening. You can be in an excellent position to make fortunate connections through your creative thinking and communications. You may meet someone today who is a karmic lover. However, this wouldn't likely lead to a happy or healthy relationship. As sweet Venus, our goddess planet, shivers through the sky, she will clash with powerhouse Pluto. This means that any new love found now could feel like an instant attraction with overwhelming passion and infatuation. However, it could also lead down a very dark path, one of abuse, manipulation, jealousy, or darker journeys. Don't get caught in a love game now. You'll ultimately regret it and may find it is one of the most challenging situations in your life. How can you be taken seriously as a professional without sacrificing who you are? Growing pains will be evident as the Moon in your sign conjuncts Jupiter in your sign and squares Saturn retrograde in Pisces. On one hand, he might want to be seen as someone fun and light-hearted at work. On the other hand, you may also want to be taken seriously as an authoritative figure. It is time to strike a balance between both of these personalities in your work life without sacrificing one for the other. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Your emotions may run high, but you still may have trouble catching up with them. Today's transit makes you especially sensitive to criticism, so keep your distance in order to you have perspective on where others may be coming from. A quiet, centering yoga session would be good. Be gentle on yourself, nothing too tough. Ease your way into your emotional center. If the last few days have tended to sap your morale a bit, this is going to change a lot in the hours coming up. Indeed, the vibrations of the day will be beneficial, and things will advance positively except in your professional life where you will meet with some difficulties. Don't give up and keep working with vigor, and very soon this new, positive outlook on life will bear fruit. You should have confidence in yourself and dare undertaking new projects both in your personal and professional life. Having the Moon in Gemini will keep you emotionally and intuitively engaged during some significant shifts in the heavens today. While Venus's departure from a playful and creative part of your chart will end her partnership with Jupiter in Gemini, the Sun's return just before she leaves ensures a smooth transition. This has helped maintain a balance between work and play as Venus returns to your work sector, initiating the first planetary activity on the job front this year. She becomes part of a team that promises to make the coming months exceptionally exciting across income, work, and career areas. In a case of perfect timing, it is during Venus, the planet of love's final days in your romantic sector and in time to pass the torch, that the Sun returns. This is the point in each year when the solar will always shift onto matters of the heart, but with Venus having already spent weeks fueling the spirit of romance. Venus also leaves behind the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, leaving you with the resolve and confidence to keep following your heart. Our eyes in the sky. You may notice an emotional heaviness today, almost as if something is holding you back from fully embracing the positive energy around you. Maybe you're feeling a bit restricted, and it's harder to maintain your usual optimism. But here's the beautiful thing about moments like this. They're a chance to shift your perspective and find that silver lining. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems like it's weighing you down, but then you remember something small that sparks a bit of hope? Sometimes, it's about consciously choosing to see the good, even when things feel tough. This could be your moment to do just that. When it comes to your health, things are looking pretty good. You're likely feeling strong and balanced, thanks to your thoughtful approach and self-control. But, just like in all areas of life, it's important not to overdo it. Think about how much better you feel when you maintain moderation, whether that's in what you eat, how much rest you're getting, or even how you manage your stress. Have you ever noticed how sticking to a balanced routine makes a huge difference? Today's cosmic reminder is to keep things in check. Sure, it's easy to go overboard, but a little self-control now can prevent burnout later. What's one thing you've noticed that makes a big impact on your overall well-being when you stick to it? Let's talk about the major cosmic shifts happening today, starting with the Sun moving into Libra, the sign of balance and harmony. This shift, along with Venus entering passionate Scorpio, sets the stage for transformation, particularly in your relationships. Libra season is all about fairness and equality, and it brings an opportunity to reflect on the balance in your life. Have you been giving too much in certain areas and not getting enough back? Or maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps you're realizing it's time to open yourself up more to receiving love and support. This is your invitation to consider how balanced your interactions feel, whether it's with friends, partners, or even colleagues. Libra's energy is all about mutual respect and reciprocity, so this is the perfect time to think about how those themes are playing out in your life. What does balance look like for you right now? Are there relationships where you're carrying more than your share of the weight? Or maybe there's someone who could use a little more attention and care from you. Reflecting on this can help bring clarity and lead to more fulfilling connections. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes just talking it out can give you the clarity you need to restore balance in your relationships. While Libra invites us to seek fairness, Venus in Scorpio turns the heat up when it comes to desire and emotional depth. Scorpio's energy is intense, passionate, and transformative. If you've been craving deeper connections or a more meaningful relationship, this could be the beginning of an incredibly romantic period. But remember, Scorpio can also stir up a desire for control, which can sometimes lead to power struggles or emotional entanglements. The key here is to focus on building intimacy, not control. Have you ever noticed how relationships become richer when you're willing to be vulnerable, to truly open up, instead of trying to control how things unfold? This is a time to embrace the emotional depth that Scorpio offers, while also staying mindful of maintaining healthy boundaries. In all of this transformative energy, don't forget about moderation. Today's planetary shifts might point you to overindulge, whether it's in socializing, food, drink, or even spending. It's so easy to get caught up in the excitement and go a little overboard, but remember that balance is the key to long-term happiness. Have you ever had a time where you let yourself indulge maybe a little too much only to regret it later? We've all been there. Whether it's a shopping spree that stretches the budget or a fun night out that leaves you feeling drained the next day, overextending yourself can take a toll. Today's energy gently reminds you to enjoy life, but to do so mindfully. What's one area in your life where you could use a little more moderation? As the day unfolds, take this opportunity to reflect on the balance in your relationships, your personal well-being, and even your daily habits. Whether you're craving deeper connections or simply trying to keep things steady, today's cosmic energy is here to help you find that sweet spot between passion and peace, indulgence and restraint. Remember, growth doesn't come from control, it comes from openness, balance, and being gentle with yourself and others.